Hello, my name is Leah and I am the person behind the account ALeanerLeah on YouTube and on Instagram. And I thought I would just take this opportunity to introduce myself. It was originally going to be a live video, but because YouTube makes you wait 24 hours before you can post your first live video, I'm recording it because I am not patient enough. So, hi, I am Leah. Hi. And I just wanted to tell you a little bit about myself. So, I have been overweight my entire life. I remember feeling bigger than my friend when I was about 4 years old. We were trying on costumes and I thought that she looked better in them than I did. And it was solely based on size. So, yeah, I have at least felt overweight my entire life that I can remember, and I'm tired of it. I'm tired of being the fat friend. I'm tired of trying on 10 outfits and still hating what I choose at the end of the day. And I'm tired of my life revolving around food in an unhealthy manner. So, in January of 2016, after about 28 years of living like this, I decided to change that. I'd also had a son in that time, and I do not want him picking up on any of those bad habits or feeling in any way the way that I had growing up. So I needed to change my habits in order for him to, or for me to display the kind of lifestyle I hope for him to carry throughout his life. So anyways, January 2016, I joined a 21-day challenge with a gym and started my weight loss journey. By no means did I succeed in that 21-day challenge. I think I made it 2 days on their strict dietary regimen and didn't make it. But in that time, I still lost 10 pounds and I still went to their workout sessions. So during that time, my motto became what I can when I can. So it wasn't going to be perfect 100% of the time, but I can still be better than I was 2-3 years ago. So starting January 2016, I signed up also for a marathon for that May, or a half marathon. Oh, I still haven't done a full one. A half marathon. And my motivation to work out became training for the half marathon. It wasn't about weight loss, which, don't get me wrong, the reason I signed up was to lose the weight, but I also didn't want to injure myself. So I would get out there and train even when I didn't want to necessarily work out, but it was to train my body. It was to make my knees stronger, makes my hips stronger, be faster, and the weight loss was was one of the benefits. Yeah, so I did that half marathon, and by that point, I was down about 45 pounds. And yeah, I felt I had this in the bag. So I signed up for another half marathon the 1st September to just keep that motivation going. And finally that August, I got a call back from my doctor saying that I could finally get in to the gastric bypass clinic in our city after a 2-year wait. And I was like, I have lost 50, 60 pounds by now. I do not need surgery. But I'd waited 2 years, so I was like, I'm gonna go anyway. So I went to my appointment and I was like, I don't need this, but let's just go. So I went in, I met with the nurse. She talked about how you meet with a psychologist, you meet with a doctor who specializes in, weight loss. You meet with a dietitian as well. And so that creates your surgery team. I was like, okay, whatever. I waited 2 years. I'm just going to see this through. So I met with all those people, you know, and I went to a couple of classes. And after going to some of their classes about the different types of surgery, it opened my eyes. And I can't recall the specific statistics, and I should have had them for this video, but it was about maintaining weight loss. I had just worked my butt off for 8 months, and yeah, like I had definitely done the up and down, lose weight, gain weight, feel great, feel like crap, and I'm done, right? And yeah, I started looking at this surgery as a way to maintain my weight loss, not to necessarily lose the weight. And so yeah, I continued into the clinic, you know, still keeping my options open. You know, it was still going to be a while before I was officially approved for surgery. You have to do classes, show that you can maintain certain lifestyle changes before you're finally approved. And yeah, so I continued on that path. I was in the clinic probably for about 4, 5, 6, 7 months before I finally met the surgeon. So I met the surgeon. Again, he went over the different types of surgery. He talked about how you use it for the maintenance of weight loss. You still have to keep all of the things you've learned, but you just have this extra tool to help you maintain those changes. And yeah, I have felt fat for almost 30 years, and I'm done, right? So I signed my consent, and then came the long wait for surgery. So I was told 1 year wait for surgery, but in that time you still had to maintain those changes. You couldn't show any significant weight gain. And yeah, so I signed consent in March of 2017. And, you know, they still keep you coming in every 4 months. They make you take a class about what it's going to be like on your surgery date. What is it going to be like after surgery? What kind of foods are you going to have? And all of that stuff. You know, psychologically, what are you going to go through? Talking to your family members about this surgery. What happens if people comment on you about this surgery? How are you going to handle it? You know, do you have those supports in place for after surgery? You know, it was a really great clinic. And so, yeah, and so every clinic you're still weighing in. And I definitely, did I gain weight during that time? For sure. They even called me in and was like, you know what, Leah, you can't gain any more weight or else we're going to take you off. But again, surgery was my motivation at that point. I had some stuff going on, and everyone was familiar with my story, and they were more than understanding of why the weight gain was happening. But I definitely had to get it under wraps. So in that waiting period, I went back up a little bit, but then I also came back down. So I still was at a negative weight loss of a net 60 pounds down by the time surgery came around. So my 1 year wait actually got taken down to about 8 months, just because I didn't have to be on as long of a liquid diet as some patients have to be. And so I kind of got fast-tracked a little bit, and that's kind of nice. So I had my surgery at the end of November in 2017, right before Christmas. I remember thinking, I have one more Christmas before surgery, and then I get a call in the middle of November saying, are you ready? Because we have a date in 2 weeks. And I was like, yeah. So I actually moved up my Christmas dinner about a week before surgery, so I still had turkey and all the fixins because I was pretty much still on my liquid diet, or at least on soft food phase still, while everyone else was enjoying their Christmas pudding and turkeys and mashed potatoes. Anyways, looking back, completely worth it. Anyways, that is a lot of my story. I have now since lost 55 pounds since surgery. So I lost 80, gained back 20 pre-surgery, and then now I'm back down another 50 55 pounds for a total loss of about 115 pounds. And hopefully still counting. I still don't know what my final goal weight will be. And yeah, eventually I will need some skin removal surgery. And so I've already started saving up for that because I've worked my butt off. I've sacrificed a lot, and I am only 30 years old. And I don't, if I take care of it now and I take care of my body, I still have years ahead that I can enjoy and be out there, be active with my son. And hopefully, you know, walk around confident and display that for my son, and also feel it for myself. You know, initially I started this out for my son. I did not want him to feel like this, but definitely I'm so happy and I'm so glad I did, and I'm gonna cry, and they're all happy tears, but definitely so worth it. I'm glad I had surgery. I would do it again in a heartbeat, and I still struggle. I still have cheat days. I still have cheat meals. I still have snacks that I probably shouldn't have, but I'm definitely more in tune to my body. I stop faster, not just because of my smaller stomach, but just it's just not worth it. The feeling that I have in me of losing the weight, keeping it off, fitting in clothes. Like, I tried on a size 10 pants and was able to do them up the other day. And even at my skinniest as an adult in university, I never got down to that much. So it is so exciting. I don't know if even as a teenager, I never fit into a size 10. And it's amazing. It's amazing going into a store knowing that I can try on their clothes and they will fit. You know, it might be a large. That's okay. I can still fit into it. So yeah, totally worth it. If you have any questions about diet, exercise, gastric bypass surgery, or anything about clinic, pre-surgery, post-surgery, meal size, what I eat, feel free to inbox me or direct message me. I am an open book, and if I can help somebody on their journey, if I can make it easier, more comfortable, please don't hesitate. Yeah, let's see. It was nice meeting you. If you have any questions, I will always be around, and hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.